Good morning, children. Welcome back. We are continuing the chapter Physical and Chemical Changes. In the previous section, we have studied the difference between physical and chemical changes, reversible, irreversible changes with examples. Now, we are going to study the characteristic of a chemical reaction. We have already studied in a chemical reaction. The reactants on the left hand side, we call it reactants. Reactants on the left hand side react each other chemically and form a new substance called product. The reactants react each other and form the products. The products are different from the reactants in a chemical reaction. So in a chemical reaction, the products formed are different from the reactants. Products have differences in the chemical feature, properties from that of the reactant. So the products are new substances which are formed only during a chemical reaction. In this session, we are going to study what are the characteristics of a chemical reaction. In this part, we will be discussing there are important three characteristics of a chemical reaction: evolution of gas, then change of color, and formation of the precipitate. With one or two examples, you have to study the properties or characteristics with the reaction, support of the reactions. Okay, and also you can study the chemical formula of the reactants and the product, chemical formula, and you will be discussing now in detail. So the first and most important characteristic of the chemical reaction is the evolution of gas. When the reactants in its liquid or solution form, reactants are in the liquid or solution form, they react and form the product and form the products. These products are here, for example, calcium carbonate in the liquid form react with HCl, hydrochloric acid, in the solution form. Okay, and form the product calcium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide gas. Here the carbon dioxide is a gas formed which will be bubbled through the solution, because the reactants are in the solution form or in the aqueous form. Solution form or in the aqueous form, and as a result, in the product as well the solution or the aqueous state remains, and you can say the carbon dioxide is the gas which bubbles up. This bubbling of the carbon dioxide gas is called effervescence. What is effervescence? Effervescence. So what is effervescence? Effervescence is the formation of what? The carbon dioxide gas in the liquid medium. Formation of the bubbling of the carbon dioxide gas in the liquid medium, that is called effervescence. Okay, or bubbling of carbon dioxide gas. In this reaction, it is very important that how to represent the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. An arrow mark is drawn pointing upward direction. An arrow mark pointing the arrow to the upward direction indicate that the gas is evolved out. Gas is evolved out. So, calcium carbonate reacting with the hydrochloric acid in the liquid form, in the solution form. Calcium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide gas is formed. The carbon dioxide gas is formed that will be represented by an arrow mark pointing to upwards. If you pass this carbon dioxide through lime water, the carbon dioxide turns the lime water milky. Carbon dioxide turns the lime water milky. Okay? So what is lime water? Calcium hydroxide. calcium hydroxide react with the carbon dioxide and form calcium carbonate. That is called the milky solution. So we can understand that the carbon dioxide can be passed through the lime water. Then the carbon dioxide react with the calcium hydroxide in the lime, form calcium carbonate. That is the reaction indicating very effectively. Okay, so we can understand that this reaction is a very interesting reaction, evolution of gas. So once again, evolution of gas is into the solution form. Calcium carbonate react with the hydrochloric acid and form calcium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide gas is rolled, which will be represented by the arrow mark pointing to upwards. The carbon dioxide when passed through the calcium oxide, that is calcium hydroxide, that is the lime water, it turns milky, okay, and form calcium carbonate. Now in the second example, zinc is a powerful metal, reactive metal. Zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, H2SO4, that is called the king of acids, and form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. This is also happening in the liquid form. Okay, sulfuric acid is in the liquid form. Alright, so we can say sulfuric acid react with the zinc. And what happens here? Zinc is a powerful metal that will replace hydrogen from this sulfuric acid. And the hydrogen gas will be evolved. That will be represented by the arrow mark pointing upwards. And the zinc react combines with sulfate and forms zinc sulfate. That is the product. So zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Okay, you have already studied when a metal reacts with acid, the metal displaces the hydrogen from the acids. So here also it happens. Zinc displaces hydrogen from sulfuric acid and form zinc sulfate. Hydrogen gas is evolved, that is represented in the arrow mark. So in the liquid form, this bubbles or effervescence develop. Now in the third example, sodium nitrate. NaNO3. Sodium nitrate is heated intensely or strongly heated. Then you will develop, you can get sodium nitrite. NaNO2, sodium nitrite. NaNO3, sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate plus oxygen gas, which is evolved like this. This is also happening in the liquid form or solution form. So evolution of gas always happens in the liquid or solution form. These are the three examples from the first section, evolution of gas. Clear, everybody? Now in the second change of color. In a chemical reaction, the color changes. For example, copper carbonate, which is greenish in appearance. Copper carbonate, which is a green color. When it is heated intensely or strongly, we can see copper oxide, which is a black substance formed along with carbon dioxide. So what is the example for a change of color? Copper carbonate, which is green color, is strongly heated. Then you will get copper oxide, that is a black substance along with the carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas is indicated by an arrow mark pointing to upwards. This is also happening in the liquid form. Okay, liquid form. Now, precipitation reaction, that is the third change during a chemical reaction. Precipitate is formed. What is a precipitate? When a reactants in the liquid form or aqueous form react and it form a solid substances. A solid substance formed when two reactants, when reactants react in the soluble or liquid form or in the aqueous form. So here precipitation reaction is a reaction in which precipitate is a solid substance that is formed when two reactants in the liquid or aqueous form react each other. So the solid is called, the solid substance formed is precipitated or settled down in the beaker or test tube. So copper sulfate and hydrogen sulfide. Copper sulfate is called the blue vitriol. You know that. Hydrogen sulfate is a gas. Okay. So blue vitriol react with hydrogen sulfide and form what? Copper sulfide. Copper sulfide, CuS is called copper sulfide, and the precipitate is indicated by an arrow mark pointing downward. The gas indicated an arrow mark pointing upwards, and the precipitation reaction, precipitate formed indicated by an arrow mark pointing downwards, and hydro and H2SO4 sulfuric acid is formed. So what is a precipitation reaction? A reaction in which precipitate, that is a solid substance which is settled down when reactants in the aqueous form react each other. When reactants in the aqueous form react, what will happen? A solid precipitate is formed. That solid precipitate is called a precipitate, and the reaction precipitation reaction. Here are one more example. Iron chloride. Iron chloride reacts with ammonium hydroxide. Iron chloride, FeCl3, iron chloride. React with ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Form iron hydroxide. Iron hydroxide is a precipitate which settles down in the test tube, and ammonium chloride is formed along with it. So these are the three important characteristics of chemical reaction, and with two minimum examples. So you can see evolution of gas, then change of color and formation of precipitate. I hope you can see all these equations, chemical reactions, and what are the three characteristics of a chemical reaction, and we have studied it. You can go through this video or the assignments which we will be sending in the next week. So all of you, thank you.